Thank you very much for having me here today. Bain is the leading strategic advisor to the private equity industry and its stakeholders. Advisory to PE players accounts for about 1/3 of our global business. Thus, today we would like to get the chance to share the main insights from our 14th annual Global Private Equity Report, one of the most anticipated releases in the industry. In 2022, overall, private equity managed to post its second best year ever. Despite persistent inflation, the invasion of Ukraine, and rising tensions with China, the first half of 2022 continued the momentum that had started the previous year. When the industry extended 2021's record-shattering burst of deal activity. But 2022, that was a tale of two halves. In the year's second half, spiking interest rates caused sharp declines in deals, exits, and fundraising. Average deal size fell by over 20% as banks pulled back on large buyout lending. Assets that transacted tended to be high quality and heavily competed. With LPs squeezed for cash, the biggest, most experienced funds rose the most money. Global private capital dry powder, though, continued to pile up and now sits at $3.7 trillion. VC funding suffered the most, even leading to some banking issues in the US. The sudden reversal marked the end of an upcycle that has endured since 2010, when the industry emerged from the global financial crisis and produced a 12-year run of stunning performance. However, despite this trend inversion, buyout deal value reached $654 billion, while exits were $565 billion, and with fundraising reaching $347 billion, 2022 was completed with respectable totals in historical context. But what makes the current economic slowdown different from the one brought on by the global financial crisis is the lack of clarity about what's exactly happening. As if war in Europe, energy shocks, and supply chain issues weren't enough, inflation hasn't been this high or persistent in 40 years. The resulting rise in interest rates has reversed a downward trend that has defined investment markets for as long as anyone can remember. So, how can operators win this game at this point? If we look at the times of crisis that preceded the current one, the winning players are those who did not panic, correctly assessed all risk scenarios, created mitigation plans, and continued to invest during the crisis. In this new period, rather than just betting on valuation multiple growth for new target deals, good old EBITDA growth, bolt-on acquisitions, operational and supply chain efficiency improvements will be the leading value drivers. In particular, investors should look at the opportunities brought by three macro trends in the industry: grabbing more of retail investing, capturing energy transition, and moving into Web 3. Thank you very much.